must die before a movement begins. How many deadly fires will we have to hear about before someone speaks up and say, hey, I want to change the way our system works? The answer is 6. 6 people had to die before someone spoke up. That is 6 deaths too many, not to mention that they were all college students. What are we doing to educate people on fire safety and the importance of fire alarms with lights? First, let's evaluate Goshen College. Goshen College puts out an annual crime report, which reports all fires and crimes each year. In 2012, you can see that there was only 1 fire, and that was in the student apartments, and that was from someone playing with a candle. And although the damage was minuscule and there were no deaths, it could have led to something much, much bigger. Then we can look at 2013, and we can see that 1 fire did occur, and that was in the Miller Residence Hall. And again, although no deaths occurred and the amount was minuscule, it could have led to the deaths of many beloved GC students. 2014, there were none, and 2015, there were also none. The 2016-2017 report has not been published yet, but from this we can assume that there have not been any fires. Now, let's evaluate the classroom. Look around. What's missing? Well, fire alarms are missing. There are none in this room, and there are none in the administration building where our sign language classes are held. These are just 2 rooms where fire alarms are non-existent. According to Fire Marshal Ed Como of the Campus Fire Safety U.S. Overview, after 3 students died at Seton Hall College, followed by 8 weeks later, Bloomsburg University, another 3 died. Because of this, someone decided that changes needed to happen. Action was set forth by Campus Fire Watch in 2000, and since then, 94 campus fatalities were reported. FEMA, who is associated with the U.S. Fire and Administration, also reported fire fatalities. They note that in Seton Hall's fire, 3 died, but 67 were injured, and that is far more significant than what the other article suggests. FEMA also notes that since the article was published in 2015, there had been no fires recorded since the Halloween of 2014. However, this doesn't mean there weren't any, just means there weren't recorded. We as students also contribute greatly to fire hazards with a simple invention such as this one. We are forced to plug in our electronics in the middle of the night, and we need more than 1 outlet space, so we plug these in, and they're pretty handy. But little do we know that things like this can happen. The blanket could get too close to the electronic, and then it could set a spark, erupting in flames such as that one. We can solve this problem by plugging in electronics across the room, plugging the power strip in a different outlet source, and going to sleep without electronics. Now, some people think that lights should not be implemented because of cost and because of health problems. Let's say the fire alarm was to go off and someone was prone to seizures. It may go off, but they're not going to go into convulsions unless it blinks as fast as a strobe light. It'll look something like this. And you can see that that's not really rapid, and that wouldn't send somebody into a seizure. On the matter of cost, we would have to install alarms in every classroom. This could take a lot of time and a lot of money, but what's more important? Money or the lives of students. What about our deaf professor on campus? What if she was in her office and the alarm sounded? Would she know? We need to advocate for alarms with lights so she would know and could see if the smoke got too heavy. This also opens up Goshen to be more deaf-friendly with the implementation of fire alarms with lights. More deaf students will be willing to study here if Goshen reached out a hand. Fire alarms with lights are cheap and effective and would save someone's life in an emergency. Prices are as low as $70 an alarm, not to mention Goshen could get grants for this purpose. The best thing we can do is educate others. We must make people aware of this ongoing problem around the nation and around our campus as well. Although we teach little ones fire safety, we neglect to tell ourselves those rules years later. There is no one to blame but ourselves for not teaching the public the dangers of fire safety. The use of fire alarms